What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got some friendlies games and we have Subway Surfers in the background because we thought it would be really funny. We got scrappy young hero Dogloop versus Nume. And this matchup, honestly, not as bad as you would think. You're gonna see the little Goober in the back, Ukamon, Goober in the front, Geramon. However, the pretty standard Anubis style. We are going to go up the line, going to gain the memory off of the Nidhogg as well as the two inherits here. We are going to go with the Pheromon, which is going to get to pop the Geramon and then play out a level 5 Dark Animal from Trash. Check top 3 as the Ukamon moves out, choke to 1, and is going to find the Monzaemon, puts a Tumon in the back. And we're just going to slam the Monzaemon, which is going to sec -1 and -3k. So how do we get things where they need to be? We're going to slam the Labra for 3, pitch off an Ignite, and then we're going to gain a memory and draw 1. Looks like we're just setting up for something. There goes the Cerberus mode over the Werewolf mode over the Cerberus. Not even Werewolf mode, the X-Antibody over the Cerberus, which then lets us play a level 3 from Trash. And then that is going to give Rush thanks to the Cerberus inherit, and we're going to gain some memory back off of the Ignite. Going to go back for Revenge as we... it looks like we're going to swing the Ignite. Ignite going to pop the Cerberus. Cerberus is then going to pop the Monze on the way out. And then because a Digimon was deleted, we get to play out the Cerberus off of that effect. And then we get to bring back the Cerberus. No on-play effects though, so not going to be able to use it to revive the Ignite. I mean, it would have missed timing anyway, because it came back before the actual battle happened. But now we've got plenty of value here, and we can probably go... Ooh, Doberex over. Looks like we don't quite have the inherits that we were looking for to go into Anubis. It's going to have the Anubis play out Ignite. Ignite is then going to give us back a memory off the Labra. And we're going to choke him to 2. Pushing out, we are going to have the Ukamon pick up the promo Ukamon, brand new hatch, and a brand new alien in the back. This is a pretty big board, very Death Exable. However, I don't think we're going to be getting Death Ex. I think we're going for the Emperor's New Groove. And, okay, no, we're going to go for a Monze here, I think, just to go for the sec -1. Kind of surprised we didn't see Edamon Valkyrie, but he is setting up a blocker. Deproxying my Dobemon X's. Appreciate people were helping me put this together. I think this is actually before I put the Gabumons in, but as you can kind of tell from the fact that we've seen the Anubis, that this is an Anubis version of the Dogloop. You got to see the Minerva version earlier this week, last week, I don't know when this comes out. But me and the other Dogloop player have been cooking these up. My approach is obviously more Anubis focused, because you know me, I'm the Anubis loop guy. And yeah, kind of just an little example of how the dog main expansion works. On a good game, you get to do dumb stuff. Ignite, pop the Cerberus, and then Pheromon going to bring back the Cerberus. Cerberus then would get to return something Dark Animal back from Trash. We are going to swing into security with that Ignite and actually die. Do we have a funny loop here? Doesn't look like it. We're going to draw 2. Oh, I think we're just shy of being able to do what we want. We do now have the Werewolf mode. I'm going to draw 1 off of the Suno, and it is going to pass over the turn. The Tumon is slightly problematic for us not being able to gain memory back. Making sure that we do the hatch first and gain the memory, and then do the reveal. Technically, I mean, it just as long as you do the memory last, if you got the 2 different Ukamons, just do the search, the hatch, and then try and do the hatch and gain memory. Or if you just want to make sure that you definitely don't get scammed, just do hatch and memory first. We are very Death Exable right now. But the funny thing about the Death Ex is I don't even think it stops the problem. We are looking at it. So he does have a couple of ways that could out this board in general. Obviously, this is a friendly. If it wasn't obvious from the Subway Surfers, which I know half of you have just been staring at. Instead of watching this dog do its donuts. I know some of you have just been watching that left or right. All right, we are going to finally see Edamon as we do see the -3. Not going to shrink the Labra because that is kind of a waste. It looks like we're going to send the Cerberus in. Okay, never mind. I mean, we're going to see it was the Blue Mirror. It does have retaliation, but it's not even going to make it into security because we're going to go -5, which does clear off everything. And it was -3 by the Etamon, of course, so that is now -8, which is enough to kill it off. We do get to continue with the rest, and we obviously down a rookie, and it stops us from being able to do silly Anubis things. There is a blocker, so we can't go crazy, but we certainly can try. I think we... Ooh, is that our good friend, the one-of? Anubis gonna come down. Anubis, we're gonna pitch off. We've got a scatter mode in trash there. We've got to pitch off something that hits for 5. We're gonna pitch off a Doba. Pitch off an Anubis, and then we're going to play the Blue Mirror for 1. Anubis is going to pop the Tumons, and then we're going to gain all of our memory inherit, so we are going to get to keep turn. Then... because we didn't have a werewolf or anything like that, so we're going to evolve in the back. I think we also forgot to draw one off the Suno, so we're going to get our draw off the Suno as well. Oh yeah, also because we did delete something, Pharamon gets to play out the Dobamon. Dobamon is gonna die instantly under the -5, so we're gonna melt that dog, and we are going to be able to recur some extra pieces. Once again, Anukamon is going to fire. And a Chikurimon in the back I actually don't hate, because that stops the Anubis from being able to do any nonsense things. Obviously, the Tumon just gonna get melted. You see, yeah, he went to go play it, but it would get melted. If he'd done the Tumon in the back and the Chikuri in the front, that would have made things a little bit more awkward. But even then, as long as we're not under the floodgate, we're not in super big amounts of trouble. We are gonna see that Death X go down, which is going to get rid of our 5. So goodbye to our level 6s. If only there was a way for us to recur them. How do we get round this? Doberex, draw 1, and trash Nidhogg. Since he didn't commit to the Tumon, it means that we are going to draw 1 for Suno, draw 1 for Suno, gain 1 off the Nidhogg, gain 1 off of, I think there's an Ogre chilling around here somewhere. Gonna go into Anubis. Anubis is gonna bring back Labra. Oh, never mind. We're gonna bring back Ignite. Gain memory, gain memory, gain memory. It does have Rush thanks to Anubis. Swing, kill the Anubis, kill the kill the Valkyrie. Go up to 10 memory. And that's gonna be the one check. It's gonna. Whoa. Okay, hitting the Louis means that the Chikuri can't do anything silly. We are gonna swing through, and I think we want to do cool stuff. So we're gonna Demonic. So we can restand the Ignite and get a pop on the Chikuri, which is going to swing through. And then we're going to go Werewolf mode, is going to pop. We're going to gain the 9, and we are going to swing. Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have. And there are plenty of other ways to support the memberships. Twitch Prime and all of that are great ways to do so. And just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. Alright, as we get shuffled up, I want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel, allowing me to spend time doing stupid things like this instead of building meta decks, so you guys can get some more interesting gameplay. At the mega level, we do have Just Justice Josh, who is a tier 3 on Twitch, as well as an ultimate here on YouTube. Then for our ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks, and 3 Straight Crawl on our left. For our champions, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, and Seb Bainbridge Coombs. they get access to the podcast bonus episodes a month before the public. So if you want to get access to the things we'll be doing after the podcast, then consider joining at that tier. We're going to open up with no rookie and an RB1 Monze this time. And I'll be honest with you, game one, Morgul's kind of being the homie and not instantly dropping death decks. Some of it is also probably matchup paralysis because, like, I'd be doing 300 actions, you'd be going, man, I hope all of these were legal. But, yeah, we didn't get Edamon Valk straight away, like we did in the last one. So, yeah, this will not go nearly as well as the others. We are going to see Edamon Valk basically turn 1, which means we are going to get that draw 3 trash. Going to set up Ogre in the back, and then we're going to, yeah, double Ogre, because we've already got one out, and then we're just going to build the blue mirror in the back. It's again, not ideal. Very early Edamon Valk is going to swing, and when it hits that first check, it's going to get the sec +1 instantly. So nothing to pop, so we get the second. We do get back for revenge out of it. And we're going to see the Tumon. Memory Inherit's going to be pretty rough. That requires us to be on a Pheromon. And you can see we're looking at trash here. We're going to move up in order to try and make it so if he plays anything, we at least get to start slamming bodies. But, I mean, he really doesn't have to. He just needs to swing, and there's 2 checks, and then swing. Yeah, it's pretty abysmal. The -5 kind of collaterals all of our 4s, shuts down a lot of our 5s as well. So it's a pretty hard to play into it if they just drop it very, very quick. But I also want to drop a quick shout out to our rookies, the unsung heroes, Bradley, Rob, and Greatness Beam. Thank you guys for all your support. And whilst we're doing it, let's do the Digi Eggs as Morgan gets shuffled and I get my turn 1 done. Do have Water Cerazes, Cast Knights, John Esposito, and Jambo TCG. We have Elaborate and a Doberex in the back, and we're going to see an Uko to start things off, and a Matt Ishida. Just getting the memory setter out nice and early. Does pass us 2, and we're trying to figure out whether we push out here, because if we get Edamon Valk, we do kind of get cooked. And the Cerberus in the back, because there's nothing in trash to add, you might as well just stay there. The Garromon does trash off for platinum, so the Matt does immediately get value, putting it straight back. But looks like we'll see a second Numemon. Draw 1, trash 1. So as much as I'd like to gain memory back, we do need to put an Ignite in the trash. We're going to put the Labra in the trash, and the Labra is going to get played out. Going to gain 2 memory off of that, and then we're going to pitch off the Ignite. And then we're going to go into the Anubis. Anubis is going to bring back the Ignite, but we've gained all of our memory inherits, which means we're now choking to 1. But there is a memory setter, so unfortunately for us, the 1 choke is not going to be quite as efficient as we'd like. There comes the Monze. Monze going to shrink off the Ignite. Going to go Monze X over the Nume. Does hit into a 6, is going to float into a Garromon, choosing to do that over the Platinum because it doesn't quite need it just yet. Then we're going to go into a second Monze, which is going to shrink off the other one, and then that leaves us with a pretty rough board. It looks like we're going to go Night Raid, bring back the Ignite, is going to gain Rush. The problem here is we're still in the situation where... Okay, we're going to go Alice to pop the Uko, which is going to force him to be on an off turn. I don't hate that much. We don't know that Valkyrie is in play just yet, but we're certainly going to find out as it kills off the 2 rookies, so we at least get to go for a trade here. However, we're not under the Ruin mode any longer, so we're going to swing and pop the Valk, and then the second one is just going to show up. So it's going to clear off the body, but we did get to print some memory. But now we are under the Floodgate once again. Unfortunately, as much as I did, you know, I wanted to clear that Valkyrie, the second one was right there. I thought that him committing to it might have been the chance that we needed. Gonna swing for the 2 checks. And there comes the Uko, which does pass us to just 1. So there's really not much we can do in this situation, so we do have to give ourselves blocker in order to try and just play a little bit of defense. But there's 3 bodies on board, so we're kind of in that kind of cook situation. Swing 1 is going to take the block. Swing 1, and swing 1. So yeah, you kind of see, yes, Numemon and the good decks are going to be enough to take it down. But if you did like what you saw, especially in that game 1 and the dog main expansion, and get some dogs in the comment section, make sure to hit the like button whilst you're down there as well. And as always, stay small and have yourselves a damn good one.